Hey, I don't really know how to start a video when I'm on camera, but welcome back to ChippyGaming. Today I thought we would do a Q&A, and the reason why is because I posted a meme review like 2 days ago and I was on camera, and a lot of you were like, you don't really look that old. You don't look like an old man, like I imagined. And then it made me think, well, maybe I should be a little bit more like open with you lot here on the channel and actually talk about who I am. So today we're doing a Q&A. I went over to Twitter and I asked people to ask me a bunch of questions, and I think I've collected a good bunch. Some of them are like, I think quite personal in a good way, and I know that they're ones I get asked a lot. So let's do it. Let's do a Q&A. If you do want to be involved in one of these in the future, I'll leave my Twitter link down below. I don't know how often I'll do this, but I think if this goes down well, I'll do some more. All right, so little hint of wants to know, what's my favorite Terraria mod and what do I think of vanilla compared to them? So I think it's pretty obvious for me. My favorite is Calamity, very closely followed by Thorium. I really like Thorium. And when I think of modded Terraria, I think it's like, I try and treat the two as two separate things. I'm like, when I play vanilla Terraria, it's about vanilla items, vanilla bosses. And when I play modded Terraria, the ones that I like to just use the modded items. So for me, as a content creator, it's almost like having two separate games. And Calamity's really good at that because Calamity is very much dependent on its own items rather than ever relying on you using vanilla. MYHC wants to know, who was one of the first Terraria creators you worked with for a long time, and do you still work with them to this day? Right, so Python. Python is the first Terraria creator to really reach out and introduce himself. And we ended up making a couple of Let's Plays a few years ago. I think some of you may remember that. I love Python, and yeah, we don't work together anymore because he's moved to Minecraft, but we do live relatively close and we meet up all the time. So it's really good because our friendship online kind of blossomed into something in real life, and it's really nice, and I like having him here because I don't really know too many people where I live, and Python's one of them. So so that's who I would say. Pedguin very closely second up from that, and I still play games with him all the time, which is really nice. I like that. So I apologize, by the way, I have to keep looking at the phone. Nightmare Eyes wants to know, what keeps you motivated to keep playing Terraria? I think it's awesome you've stuck with it for so long. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. It's a hard one to answer, and I definitely get asked this a lot, like, why play Terraria still? For those who don't know, I have been playing for 9 years. I started playing on day one when I was 14, and I'm still playing it now. And I'm 23, almost 24. I guess what keeps me going is just the fact that it's really fun. It is a really fun game to play. It's pretty endless if you challenge yourself. For me, the community is the best part. Like, I like talking about news. I like talking about what people are doing in the modding world. I guess mods plays a pretty big factor. Like, I feel like I'm always getting a fresh experience because I've got mods. And then, I mean, we don't have this anymore, but I used to love the fact that we always had a big update on the horizon. And that motivated me to play because I'm curious. I want to be here when this comes out. I don't want to take a break. I want to be there for this. Figuratively in my hand. This is meant to be Journey's End. But yeah, I would just say what keeps me motivated is that it's really fun. I like the community, and I don't know, it's just part of my routine now. I've done it every day for 9 and a bit years, and I think once you do that, I don't know, you just build up something good. I know some people get stressed with that, and they begin to like grow to hate it. I'm lucky because I never did, and I still have a lot of fun with it. Isabel would like to know, are you still going to go through with the plans to make Sims videos? I would love to watch those. Well, this is for people that watch Chippy's Couch. I spoke about for a little while that I wanted to make a third channel to just play The Sims. It just seemed like a really good fit for me, but I'm going to be honest, the expansion that came out afterwards was Nifty Knitting, and I didn't really care about it. And then the one after was Star Wars, and I didn't really care about it, and I just thought, if I'm not really vibing with what's coming in the future, I don't think it's a good idea to kind of put all my eggs in that basket. I think in the future, maybe I'll do some more if Sims 5 comes out, or if there's an expansion I really like, but I don't think I'll make a channel. I'll just post it on Chippy's Couch. But thank you for asking and remembering, because I said it and it's been a while. So this one is from Face Tank Hank, and he would like to know, What was your goal back when you started making YouTube videos, and how has that changed over the last few years? Okay, so I was obviously very young when I started, so it's kind of hard to remember. But I would say the reason why I started personally is because I enjoyed watching YouTube so much. I first found YouTube when I was 9, so I think that was back in 2006-7 time, and I loved it. And I just thought, well, when I get older, I want to buy a camera and I want to make videos. And for me, when I started to like really come out of my shell was when Minecraft Let's Plays were actually like coming up on the rise. So I would watch the Yogscast every day and be like, well, I want to do that. So my goal at the start was to grow a small channel and to, you know, learn how to make videos. I guess my goals now are to keep up with what I've built. I feel like I've done pretty well over the past 9 years, and I want to see that go forward. And I guess like I just want to improve things as I go along. I feel like the news videos on the channel are better now. I feel like my editing, when I want to put in the work, is a bit better. I like my Let's Plays on Chippy's couch. And I guess that's it. I just want to keep growing. And for me, I kind of see the channel as still so young. So the goal is to really grow it and to build up as many people that want to watch and stuff like that, I guess. So yeah, I guess I'm still kind of obsessed with growing a channel. I guess like at the core, that's probably it. Krista Tomato would like to know, how has your life changed since you became a household name among Terraria fans? What's your favorite thing about being the go-to person for so many of us when it comes to news over the years? I've been a fan of yours forever. You absolutely rock. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For me, I don't really feel like I'm the household name. Whenever I speak to anybody about Terraria that don't watch my videos, they go, oh, I've heard of Terraria. I know Peds. I know Hero. So I'm never really brought up, and that's fine. But I guess how my life has changed is more in like personal accomplishments. You know, we hit the trending tab with the 1.4 live stream. That was amazing because it was only the second time that Terraria's ever trended on YouTube, the first being PewDiePie. Having my own item in the game was incredible, like what a personal achievement. So I guess my life has changed more in that sense. And obviously I get to do this as a job. And then being the go-to person for news, I like it because I feel like people are going to show up when I do news. So what I like is that I can spend a little bit longer making it now, because back in the day, it was more of a rat race to get it out because you had to worry about, you know, are people going to watch me? Are they going to watch him? Are they going to watch her? You know, like, you know, because you kind of want to be on it with news. News is really important that you get it out quick. But now that I know that people come to the channel, I can spend longer doing my research and editing it. And I think it makes better videos. So I'm really glad about just that fact. Okay, so I can't pronounce the username. I really apologize. But they ask, I have a question. How did you discover Terraria and what kept you making videos for 9 years? So I found Terraria through a video from the Yogscast. I used to watch the Yogscast every day, but my friend sent me a message and was like, you got to check out this game. It's kind of like 2D Minecraft. And I loved Minecraft at the time, and I saw it and I fell in love, and I really, really liked it. And I wrote Red an email, the creator of Terraria, and was like, hi, I'm a small channel. Could I have beta? He didn't respond, which is like obvious. But yeah, I checked it out and I loved it, so I just carried on playing it for 9+ years. But yeah, I thank the Yogscast for that, which is great because obviously I've been to the Yogscast now and we've done Jingle Jam and all this. Like, we've had a few years of that. Maybe we might even do it this year if Rona don't get in the way. So yeah, it's nice that like I get to have that experience because of where I started. So this is from John Fick, whose profile picture is Ethan dressed as James Charles. How long do you plan on doing YouTube? I guess forever, honestly. There must be a cutoff. Like, can you do Terraria when you're in your 80s? Can you do YouTube when you're in your 80s? I don't know. Nobody knows. Like, I don't know. I think back to channels that I watched growing up, though, like Philip DeFranco and iJustine. They're still going and they're still thriving. So, you know, it gives me hope that I can do this for many more years. But I don't plan on quitting. That's the truth of it. I think once you're a creative person, it's hard to like turn that off. And I don't like painting, and I'm not musical, and I don't make anything else other than videos. So I just want to make videos, I guess. Maybe pivot to live streaming, maybe. I think I'm more of a YouTuber at heart. So this is from Debut. What's next after Terraria? So this comes up a lot. When am I going to leave Terraria? When am I going to quit Terraria? If I'm being honest with all of you, I don't know. I don't have an idea in mind. I will say that right now, I love making Terraria videos. I really do. Like, I love it every day. I've got a great job. I love my Let's Plays a hell of a lot. So I don't feel forced to make Terraria videos, but I don't know what's next, if I'm being honest. I guess for me, you know, long term, I would say that the Let's Plays on Chippy's Couch are going to continue for years to come, because I've got so many ideas and so many mods are coming out, and we haven't even touched 1.4 mod loader, and I want to see what Calamity does and what Thorium does. So I think I'm going to do that for years, but maybe on ChippyGaming things are going to have to be scaled back a little bit, only because here on ChippyGaming we talk news, facts, trivia, you know, top fives, blah blah blah, and I'm going to run out of those eventually, and when I run out of them, we'll just pivot slightly to something else. But I don't want to run out and then just make garbage content. I'm going to be real. I think when I'm done, you will all know, and I'll still continue Terraria in other places. But I think in terms of like, when will I finish Terraria? I don't know if I will. It's kind of like asking a Northern Lion when he's finishing The Binding of Isaac. You know, we're sat on like episode 2000 of the recent expansion. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's going to carry on for a really long time, and I kind of hope that I'm similar. So this is from Achilles Spiel. Do you think Journey's End will be the end of Terraria? I flip-flop on this so much. If you asked me the day before 1.4, I would have told you in a very emotional state that this is the end of Terraria in terms of like what we know it. We know that we've got mod loader coming in the future, and that is going to be huge for the game. But I think right now, I kind of think that it might not be the end of Terraria. And the reason I say this is because Red, Senex, the whole team, they're creative people, and they need to keep working on things. And I feel like they love Terraria so much, it's going to be hard to actually let that go. If they do let it go, you know, good for them, because it means that they've moved on to the next chapter. But I think they're in the same boat as me. I think they love Terraria too much to really fully ever move on. Hopefully we get a Terraria 2. That would be incredible. But if we just keep getting small updates every couple of years, I'd be down for it. I think I would. But would they? I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, it's a business. You know, they have people on the payroll, so they've got to keep making things in a way. But then again, they don't. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. Terraria, will it end though? No. I think Terraria is going to be played in 50 years. I think it's going to be a classic. It's going to be like, oh, you need to download this weird patcher to play it on your new computer. But I think people will still play it the same way they play games from the 90s or the 80s. Have you ever considered uploading other content, like making a third channel where you just post random stuff? I mean, I'm cool with Terraria content, but I really enjoy watching you play other games. So that was from Florida Man 69 for 20 yeet. Yeah, I think I've thought about it a few times, but I don't necessarily want to make videos about other games right now. I don't not upload other games because it's like, oh, I can only play Terraria. When I play other games, I don't feel that creative energy to record it and to share it and to like make something out of it. And the reason I like Terraria is because there's no story. Most of the games that I play that are not Terraria have like a rich story. So it's hard to make a video about games that have story because it's like, well, when do you film it? Do you film it at the start of the story, in the middle, at the end? Are you meant to play the whole game and mash it into one video? Like, that's a lot of effort for one video that you know, it's hard. I could see myself making a third channel though. Like, I feel like one day I will wake up and I'll just make Chippy free, and there'll just be loads of random stuff on it. And if people want to watch it, they want to watch it. But if they don't, I've got 2 other channels that do well anyway. So yeah, I guess that answers that. But yeah, that is also one of the questions I get asked the most, is like, are you just going to make another channel for other games? I don't know. We'll see. You know, it's early days, I think. So this one's from Will. He says, do you miss me? What's your favorite dead channel and will you hold me? Will, I will. Will used to run a channel called Odyssey Games. They were one of the first Terraria channels here on YouTube, and I loved them. I really did, and I do miss you, Will. They were great. It was a bunch of teenagers, really loud, offensive teenagers that used to play Terraria PvP, mostly with Pedguin, and every night I would like set my little laptop up on the side of my bed and watch whatever they posted. And they would post like hour-long videos, which were rare back then, and I would love it. And it really got me into watching videos of Terraria. They moved on, they all went to university and grew up, and I'd like to see what they're all like now. Will, what do you like? You seem very chill. My favorite dead channel though is Uremir, without a doubt. He was my biggest inspiration in terms of Terraria content. I wish him well. I don't know what he's doing in life. I hope it's good. It's probably good knowing Uremir. If you put 200% into to the little things just for your own content, you probably do it in other aspects of life. So I think Uremir is doing well, and he's all right. Hope he's not dead. No, I'm just joking. So Kolios XD would like to know, sorry for pronouncing it wrong, were all your family and friends supportive of you doing YouTube? Kinda. Yeah, kinda. When I was younger, people used to kind of take the mick out of it quite a bit, which is fine because, you know, back then YouTube was kind of weird and really uncommon. But now everyone watches YouTube, like everyone watches YouTube. So people are more supportive of it. I know that when I was a teenager, like a late teenager, all my friends were supportive of it, and they all used to give me ideas and they were encouraging. They did all used to say you need to move on from Terraria. I never listened, but they were great. My family were all very supportive. The day I said, hey, I'm not going to go to university, I'm going to play Terraria instead, everyone was a little freaked out, which is fine and very normal. But now they're all really supportive, and I'm really grateful for Courtney. She's like working in the room behind me, but she was the one that was like, you should just do YouTube instead of going to university. And I'm really glad I listened to that because it completely changed my life. And I'm here now today making this thanks to her encouragement. So yeah, overall, very encouraging. All right, so my camera's gonna die, so this will be the final question. This is from Nitsu29. Terraria with PewDiePie. Well, wouldn't that be a treat? That would be really good. I don't know PewDiePie personally. When he was live streaming Terraria, he was genuinely very kind to me, and he would ask me a lot of questions, which I quite liked because I think backseat gaming is kind of annoying, but when the person asks you to do it, you know, you don't feel so bad. Yeah, it would be interesting to play with him. I think playing a game that you've played for 9 years with somebody that's never played before is like, once again, it kind of leans into that backseat thing. If Felix would ever want to play Among Us though, I would quite like that. He plays it a lot, I play it a lot. I think that would be a good little crossover. All right, so that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. This is a little bit different from my usual style, but hopefully you liked it. You may notice that I'm not quite as comfortable on camera yet. I'm really trying to work on that. It's definitely a skill, and it's not a skill I've ever really worked on. So if you're like, you're moving kind of weird, at least you know now. All right, give the video a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new, maybe consider clicking subscribe. We're trying to reach 1 million subscribers. It's a very big milestone. I don't know why I said it like, oh yeah, we want to get up here, because I'm not even at 800,000 yet. But you never know, people might want to help me get there. That'd be great. All right, see you in the next one. Peace.